What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, March the 24th, 2020, I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you can make it here today. Based on what we're going through, I'm so glad that you're here. Trying times, but I'm so glad that you're here. And I know you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me, and I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays, ladies and gentlemen, here in New York City. Hey guys, before we start the show, as I always do, as my man Chris is watching, what's up, Uncle Smoothie? Joining us today. As I always like to state before the show, I love to state my intentions for the show, and again, they never change. My intentions is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transition. So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. As Annette is watching us here from the D. What up, though? What up, Annette? Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, you know, we're doing some it's crazy out here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. What up, Horse? Thank you, Chris. We got Leah joining us. What's up, Engine? Thank you for joining us, guys. Yes, we got some crazy times going on here, guys. And, you know, the thing is, how are you guys doing? How is everybody doing out there across the country? Here in New York, I'll just give you a little update. If you're not living here in New York, due to this, the COVID-19, the virus, the coronavirus, it's been tough. It's been really hitting New York City hard here. You know, I'm going to read some stats here. There are over 14,904 cases of the coronavirus, and that results in 131 deaths here in New York City alone. We are the hotbed of the virus here in New York. A lot of stuff's been going on here. Going on. As Annette says, hey, cuz, hope you and my aunt and cousin are staying safe. Yes, we are. We are staying safe here in the D. Yep. Thank you so much for that, Annette. Appreciate that. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. Again, we have 131 deaths, and, you know, I'm going to report now that I'm not proud to announce this, but, you know, this coronavirus has really hit home to me personally. I'm going to announce the death of 3 people that I played against in basketball. New York City legends. We got Dave Edwards. Dave Edwards, we call him here in Queens, we call him Super Dave. Here's a guy who, you know, he came down with the coronavirus. But here's a guy here, Dave Edwards, who went to Andrew Jackson High School. His senior year, he averaged 40 points a game. He almost scored 1,000 points in 1 year. That's Super Dave Edwards. Here's a guy who went to Georgetown, played with Alonzo Mourning, the Kembe Mutombo, played with those guys. If you look him up, you know, I invite everybody, you know, you got some downtime, look up the exploits of Dave Edwards, Super Dave Edwards, again, you know, him playing at Georgetown. I remember seeing a footage of him throwing a correct bounce pass in Dave Edwards, Super Dave fashion to Alonzo Mourning for a layup, you know, there at Georgetown. We lost a great one there. Also, I'm not going to stop there. We also lost Lee Green from Cheshire Academy in Connecticut. Here's a guy who played at St. John's. Super athletic guy. Oh, my God. He could defend, too. I remember when we played St. John's, and I remember this story vividly. I remember he was coming in the sub, and I know he was going to probably come in to guard me. So I'm like, I'm on the line. I'm like, oh, God damn, now this guy's coming in. Now he's going to defend me to the fullest. Oh, my God. So, yeah, we got Green, you know, Lee Green, man, OG as they called him. You got him. He has succumbed to this virus. You have Jonathan Duck, who played at Iona College. I remember going and having battles with him at Manhattan College. Jonathan Duck, man, good dude. All these guys are good people that we lost due to this coronavirus. So it really hits home to me personally, just sharing these people that we've lost at a young age. These people are young people. We lost them at a young age. So for me, this has really hit home. It's really hit home. And, you know, and due to the time, we're going to have more people report, you know, we're going to be taking these tests. And the numbers are going to be going up a great deal. It's going to be a spike in the numbers. And, These are just the numbers that are coming out right now. But, it really hits home to me personally because these people, I know these people. I shared a story with you, Dave Edwards. I saw him last summer with Chris, who's on the line with us right now. We saw him this summer, and he was coaching the AAU team. They won the championship, and I literally bumped into him. I haven't seen him in years, but we just caught up like we haven't, like it was yesterday. We just saw each other. So I recently saw him. So my hearts and my prayers and my condolences go out to the families of Dave Edwards, Lee Green, and Jonathan Duck, family members, friends. I know in St. John's, I know for Lee Green, I know that the basketball family is taking it hard there as well, in Iona, and places where Dave Edwards played as well. So my condolences, my heartfelt condolences and prayers go out to the family and friends of Dave Edwards, Lee Green, and Jonathan Duck. We got Melissa joining us. What's going on, Melissa? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Great having you. So, yeah, it's been really crazy. But how is everybody out there coping? I mean, it's, again, here in New York, it's been really tough and difficult for people. We have to stay in shelters now that we're basically staying in and making sure everything's safe and sound and everything like that. So we're experiencing that, but how's it going for everybody out there? I know we have people in Florida, we got people from the D watching us. Just want to know how you guys hoping. How you guys coping, I should say. How you guys coping with hope? With hope. We got Gina joining us. What's going on, Gina? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Long time no hear from Sister Cuz. Glad you made it though today. Appreciate that. So yeah, it's been really it's been really tough, really difficult, coping with this virus, and it's been really tough. But again, like I talked about with us here in New York, we got these in-place shelters in which you're staying quarantined in the house. Bars are closed, restaurants are closed, schools are closed. Obviously, I'm sure that's going on nationwide. All this stuff is going on. So it's, and again, New York being a hotbed of the whole virus, what's going on with it. It's been tough to cope. But for me personally, I've been just doing a couple of things with me. As Chris says, we are doing well in Florida, thank God. Absolutely. Yes, Chris, thank God. Yep. Keep the prayers going for everybody out there. Yep, thank God for that. For me personally, we got Ed Gamble joining us. What's going on, Ed? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my man. Appreciate you. So, like, in terms of me coping with this, social isolation, here, I've been doing a couple of things to buy my time. And again, it's been tough too because there's no sports. That's been the really tough thing, the difficult thing of it all. The really difficult thing. Annette says, unfortunately, my job is still open and I deal with the public. Yeah, hey Annette, be careful out there. I know you're involved with the public sector there. Please be careful, be safe out there. Do everything you have to do to protect yourself as well, since you're out there with the public. So yeah, my thoughts and my heart, goes to you because out there in the D. So please be careful. Yep. Gina says Transition Tuesday be the same time as my PTSA and Booster Club meetings. I know. Oh, I got you. But I'm glad you didn't have a meeting today. Hopefully you didn't have a meeting today. That's why you're here today. So I'm glad to have you there, Gina. As John, my man, is watching us here. Welcome, John. Welcome again to Transition Tuesdays. Love having you, John. So like I was mentioning, how I've been able to cope. I've been watching Netflix a lot, like everybody else in the country. Been watching Netflix. I don't have anything in particular watching, but I like to watch upbeat shows. I like to watch comedy. Nothing beats comedy in this time of, a time of us being able to laugh. I think that's important too. Very important. So I've been watching Netflix. Gina says, I'm trying to stay inside, but folks clearly don't get it. You make a good point there, Gina, because here in New York, we got the in-place shelters. And again, a lot of people out here being very irresponsible. I mean, I can look out my window, and before the police was chasing off people, now picture this, ladies and gentlemen. There was like soccer matches going on out there. You got cats playing in the basketball courts, playing in the handball courts and everything like that, not being responsible. So you make a great point there, Gina. Got to be responsible out there. So now that here in New York, the cops are chasing off people. They're gathering like 10 people or less. They're chasing these people off. So shout out to the cops, doing that. Shout out to the people who are helping us, providing the safety and doing all those things. John says, thanks, Russ. Hope all is well with you and your family and your followers. Yes. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. I hope everything's well with you there in New Mexico. How's the situation going in New Mexico, John? Is it in-place shelters there in New Mexico? Let us know what's going on there. So, yeah, so we talked about Netflix. Okay, so Netflix, I tried to watch some shows, different shows, little light shows, comedy shows are good. I'm going to get into the documentaries. Since we have more time on our hands, I'm going to be doing that. So I've been doing that as well. What else I've been doing? I've been, I don't watch so much TV. I mean, I just watch CNN. I don't usually watch the local news. I never really watch the news anyway. But, I've been watching judge shows. I like judge shows from the Judge Mathis. I like Divorce Court. That's a guilty pleasure of mine. And a little sidebar conversation. I remember when I was married, my ex-wife used to always say to me, man, why you watch that show all the time? Why you keep watching that show all the time? I don't know. Maybe it's a precursor. I don't know. But, hey, I enjoy it. So I've been watching the judge shows. I watched that to pass the time. I'm into music. I love listening to my music. I listen to Tidal. I still do that. I've been giving, I don't know if you guys been aware, but this D-Nice, the D-Nice DJ, like on Instagram, he's having like these homebound parties. I think he calls it homeschool, in which you can like listen to like the beats and the music that he plays. Like it was like a 4-hour session on Sunday, which I took part of that. And you see like famous people like Lionel Richie, he was on there, and from Gladys Knight was on there. I think Spike Lee, all these famous people were on there just listening, man. I recommend that to people. Checking out D-Nice with that on Instagram. We got the Silver Fox, George, joining us from Johnston's. Welcome, George. Thank you for joining us here on Transition Tuesdays. Love having you. So, yeah, I've been doing that to buy the time. But what have you guys been doing to cope? What have you guys been doing to cope there? And John says, Governor just announced stay at home for non-essentials. I'm at work. We designed for healthcare facilities, so I'm essential. That's right. Yep, you are essential there, John. But family as well. Thanks. Yep. Oh, no. Okay, so that's what's going on in New Mexico. Yep. Non-essential workers, stay home. My man John is an essential worker, so I guess he'll be working. But stay safe out there, John. Stay safe. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, man. Doing the do, making us safe as well. We appreciate you. We appreciate that as well. So, yeah, I've been doing those things. And one thing I came up across on just to buy my time to do things, I'm really into meditation. I've been doing that. And I saw a little exercise that I with a meditation exercise that I want to share with you guys. And here's how it goes, and I'll go over with you guys. So first thing you do is you put your right hand over your heart, and you put your left hand over your stomach. So what you do is, I'm gonna demonstrate. I'm gonna inhale for 4 beats, and then I'm gonna exhale for 5 beats. Okay, so here's how it goes. All right. So let's have you try it, okay? Let's try it. And again, I'm going to show you the benefits of this when you do this. So again, take your right hand over your heart, your left hand over your stomach. And what you're going to do is you're going to close your eyes as well. Okay, no cheating. Going to close your eyes. And you're going to inhale for 4 beats. And you're going to exhale for 5 beats. So I'll count it out for you, okay? Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, good. Let's do it again. All right. Again, right hand on the heart, left hand on your stomach. Okay, we're gonna inhale for 5 beats and exhale for 4. Okay, on my count. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All righty. So just passing on information and meditation. You're really focusing on your breathing. And when you do that, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend doing that like at least 4 times. in 4-time sessions, like intervals, doing that, you'll find like the negative toxins that are in your body is going to be released. So that is my recommendation for me to you guys, meditation. So I've been doing that as well. But, and again, like everybody else, I've been, looking at TV and seeing what's going on and, just looking at our leadership, what's going on here. And I got to say this too, ladies and gentlemen. Governor Cuomo here in New York, I think he's doing a hell of a job here. And the mayor of New York, they're both doing bang up jobs here. Especially Governor Cuomo. And I tell you what, he might, the way he's doing and the way he's handling this in terms of the leadership, we might have to people might write his name in the ballot to be president of the United States. The leadership this guy is showing from top to bottom here in New York, it's a major pandemic here in New York City. But what Cuomo, the governor, is doing here in New York, he's keeping the people at ease and at bay. We're giving daily roundups of what's going on, how the virus is affecting people. Here's a guy who's telling people he's alarmed because he's seeing people out here like it's sweet out here. People out here caravanning and getting together with groups and everything. And he's saying like, hey, look, that's not a thing to do. You cannot do that. You have to think about others and not yourself. So Governor Cuomo is doing a bang up job. The mayor of New York, they're doing bang up jobs. The leadership is strong here in New York City. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this in New York. We're going to get through this everywhere. But I just had to state that Governor Cuomo is doing a bang up job. We're seeing the leadership. So, whereas we have leadership coming from other places, and right now what's going on now as we speak is the coronavirus task force going on headed by number 45. So we're talking about leadership here. So my recommendation to everybody is deal with your local leadership, what's going on in your area, to be more informed on what's going on in your area. Then and I think you'll be okay. But I just had to really state that Governor Cuomo is doing a hang up job. I mean, he's showing leadership at the utmost. We're being updated on like at least every day, on the hour, every hour on the hour. That's what it seems like to me. But he's really keeping us at bay. No one's panicking. Leadership is in place here. Leadership is in place. So, that's what's been going on here in New York City. And, speaking of number 45, I just got to stress this too as well. We talk about leadership. And sometimes, what we say, we got to watch what we say, because I'm looking at number 45. He had the press conference yesterday and he was saying basically that America is going to be open for business in 2 weeks. We should be open for business for 2 weeks. And I don't know if that's the right thing to say right now, because I think this pandemic is going to get worse before it gets better. But he's basically saying we're going to be open for business in the next 2 weeks, but during the Easter break, and and just coming out with saying that without any scientific fact. He's not really leaning on the scientists that handle this data and handle this information to see if we're going to be safe. So I mean, we talk about leadership, and that's just something to think about. And and it's really. You got to be responsible out here. Not only you at the top of the totem pole as the president, but us as Americans during this time, we got to be responsible as well too. So that means like not gathering in large crowds, not going out and infecting people, what have you, thinking about the elderly. We got to be responsible, and we got to be responsible for our actions. So, it's not about sometimes what you say, it's more about the actions that you're displaying. So that's important here. So that's a little sidebar. I just had to get that out there. Just had to get that out. But again, I'm just looking, just seeing how everybody else is coping. I got from Chris says, everything is fine in Florida. We got John saying everything is okay here, and then from the D, we got Annette saying everything is good. Gina also, I know Gina's in North Carolina. Gina, how's everything in North Carolina? How's everything going there in terms of mandates and all that good stuff there as well? So Again, that's how I've been buying my time. I know it's a tough time too, because again, if you're into sports like I am, it's tough. How many times can you see, like I saw on ESPN, I'm looking at the dodgeball competition. They got rock throwing, skipping in the water, competition, stuff like that. Oh my God. I see that ESPN is going to be showing the 30 for 30 with OJ Simpson. And I got a little commercial for ESPN. Now, ESPN, they have been teasing this Last Dance, the 30 for 30 documentary about Michael Jordan and the Bulls. They've been teasing that, saying it's supposed to be coming soon. And we know it was slated to come out in June, but based on the predicaments, what's going on now, that's probably backed up. Wouldn't it be good? Wouldn't it be cool if ESPN, because I know the project is already in the can, but wouldn't it be cool if ESPN could bring out that 30 for 30 doc now so we can see that now, because we have seen everything else from from everything and reruns and all this stuff like that. We would love to see it. Now we're home. We would love to see that now. Can we produce that now? And I know it's going to be successful, and then we can run it back like it's a basketball game. We can run it back in June. So ESPN, if you're listening out there, show us the documentary now. It comes in 10 parts. Would love to see that now. That would be so cool to do. It makes sense to do. We need some relief. We need some relief from watching TV in the everyday. We need to see some relief. ESPN, produce that. Let us see this now, please. Something to think about. Something to have fun with. Something to have fun with. And speaking of having fun with, now my mom, Miss May, she says hello to everybody as well. My mom, we do our segment with Miss May, who you're rolling with, right? And here in this household, because I take care of my mom, we are practicing social distancing, right? So I would have my mom come on and do her segment, Miss May, who you're rolling with. But again, we're practicing social distancing here. So I took the liberty to ask my mom a couple of the questions with our segment, Miss May, who you're rolling with, and I'm going to play her theme music right now. All right? So check it out, guys. And we haven't done this in a long time. But here in the love mug given to me by my daughter, Taya. What's up, Taya? Shout out to you and Anissa there in Louisiana, which is just killing me not being with my daughters on this time, being with my daughters. But I love you guys. And my daughter gave this cup to us. Now, this cup, I'm going to pull 3 different statements. And if my mom was here, we're going to get the choices in which she would choose between the topics of discussions that I'm about to pull. Okay? So here we go. Here's the first one. Now, I asked my mom, employment or retirement? Okay, I asked my mom. We did it 6 feet away. And I asked my mom, which one you rolling with? Employment or retirement? Miss May went on to say retirement. She says the reason why she says retirement is because she takes ownership of her. She don't have to work for nobody, this and that and the third. She could do whatever she wants. So retirement, she is rolling with on that pick. Second one. All right. I asked Miss May, which one you rolling with? Love of people or love of material things? My mom had to think about that. She pondered the subject and she said, love of people. And I said, Mom, Miss May, why did you choose love of people and not love of material things? She says, well, material things come and go. You can always get those. But love of people, the love of a genuine person, the love of people in general, those are priceless. You can't put a price tag on that, on love of people. I got you, Mom. Here we go. Third one. I asked my mom, Miss May, which one you're rolling with. Very simple question. Men or women? Men. My mom, without any hesitation, made fashion. She said, what kind of stupid question is that? I'm rolling with the woman. I'm a woman, so I'm going to roll with the women there. All right? And she also told me, work on your questions. These questions are stupid, but I digress. But so that's what my mom was talking about. So that is the segment, is me, who you rolling with. So again, we practicing social distancing here. So again, my mom says hello to everybody. She misses you guys. She's doing okay. For those people who've been asking about my mom, she's doing great in this time. We got Ronald joining us. What's going on, Ronald? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Love having you, sir. So yeah, my mom, she's doing great. She's doing great. She misses everybody out there, but she's playing the game from a distance away. And, I really appreciate that, my mom, for doing that too. I really do appreciate that. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, I just want to do this before we transition down here. So ladies and gentlemen, hey, if I was able to make you laugh, smile, or think during this broadcast here today, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. We got Damon joining us. What's going on, Damon? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. We got Ross joining us. Welcome, guys, to Transition Tuesdays. Appreciate having you guys. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory, ladies and gentlemen. It's a victory of us being here on earth. Like I mentioned here earlier, guys, I'm down. I'm kind of down in the dumps. Especially like yesterday, I heard the news about those 3 people that I played against that I knew, passed away during this coronavirus. I celebrate the victory of being here today and coming to you each and every Tuesday. I celebrate that victory. So take a small victory, in your neck of the woods, the smallest thing, man, just waking up, man, having breath, just being thankful that you're here. That's a victory. That's definitely a victory. I call it a victory as well. Yep. Hey, so, tell you what. All right, as my theme music plays. Hey guys, I want to thank you guys for watching Transition Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I thank you so much. What we're going to do is, I always have the show, I always post it on our YouTube channel, which is Transition Tuesdays. I'm going to do the same there. I would love for you guys to connect with me as well. You can always connect with me. Again, I'm on Instagram on Our Will Transitions with an S. Our Will Transitions, the name is my consulting company. So, that's Our Will Transitions. You guys can connect with me on Twitter too on Our Will Transition, singular. You can do that as well. Love for you guys to connect with me that way. Also, Now you guys know I have the show Transition Tuesdays, but I also have a podcast called the Russ and Kaylanice Experience. And we got some great news for you guys on the podcast. Number 1, we are 6 episodes deep. So that's big, that's major. We are in major podcast outlets there. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Google Podcast. We're on that as well. We're growing. We're having a great time. I recommend you guys go there. Please go there. Go check it out. We got Catherine joining us. Welcome, Catherine, to Transition Tuesdays. I welcome you guys to go there. Also, guys, I want you guys to, when you go there, you can always subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's free to do. Subscribe, share. You can make comments. You can also send comments on we have an email now. This is russandkaylanice@gmail.com. It's spelled Russ, R-U-S-S, the word and, A-N-D. Kaylanice is K-L-E-N-E-S-E @gmail.com. That's one word. Send us your comments. Take a listen. Take a listen to the Russ and Kaylanice Experience. You'll be glad you did. There's a lot of funniness. There's a lot of insight. There's a lot of experiences that we're sharing with you guys, and we want to hear your experiences. So go on there and check it out. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you on there. So ladies and gentlemen, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll talk to you soon. And ladies and gentlemen out there, please be safe. Be safe. Be mindful. Be respectful of other people. Okay? Show empathy when we're out here. And we're going to get through this together, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get through this together. So we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Be safe.